Our history tells us a lot about great wars fought between great kings. They used weapons to wage wars. But do you know the history behind these weapons? How did man learn to make them? How did he make life easy for himself? You are just about to see the amazing life of man, the maker of tools and weapons. Let us go to the museum and see how man lived in the early days. The story of man begins thousands of years ago, when life was very difficult for him. Man's way of life was different from ours. He lived in thick forests. The forests had faster and ferocious animals that could catch him. Man had no means of protecting himself from these animals. Sometimes he would climb up and sit on a tree. But for how long? Then, after some time, he would come down from that tree because he needed to eat food, and for this he had to wander far and wide in search of it. Man was forced to do this because he had no knowledge of farming. Gathering food was his major need. You must be wondering that if man did not know how to grow food, then what did he eat? Well, he ate fruits and roots. Man was also forced to eat the raw flesh of animals because he did not know how to cook food. But it was difficult to get all this with bare hands. He now felt the need for some tools and weapons. Man saw stones, bones, and wood lying around in the forest. He started using them as weapons. He trapped animals and hunted them with stones. It is very interesting to know how he hunted the animals. Here, look at these pictures. Man would throw stones at the animals in order to hunt them. But the stones were heavy, round, and shapeless. He found it difficult to throw the stones far. What did he do then? Did man go hungry? No. See what he did. He shaped the stones to suit his needs. Thus, a shaped stone no longer remained a stone, it became man's stone tool. We are now in an enclosure where you can see many tools and weapons of various shapes and sizes. Look at these tools and weapons. How did man shape them? Well, he used to break and shape stones by hitting them against another stone. Such stones were not very well made. Man chipped and scraped them. These early stone tools were crude. Then, after many years of experience, man learned to make his tools sharp, pointed, and shapely. After a lot of effort, he learned which stones could be used as tools. Let's take a look around this enclosure and see what kind of tools man made. These are stones man used for different purposes like digging, cutting, and throwing. This tool, which looks like the number 7, was used for digging. This stone spearhead was used for killing animals. Man began to make various weapons which were easy to hold. They could be thrown at a long distance to kill animals. This enclosure here, showing all the tools and weapons, is fairly large. Look at these pointed tools. They are stones fixed on wooden rods. They are used as spears. Man threw spears to kill animals at a distance. Man had many uses for the spear. He used this tool for fishing too. Hunting became an easier task when man started using weapons like spears, bows, and arrows. They were not the only weapons invented by man. Later, man started using stone weapons like an axe, a pickaxe, and a knife. Do you know what an axe and a pickaxe are used for? Well, let me tell you that an axe is used for chopping trees and wood. A pickaxe is used for breaking hard things. You do know what a knife is used for, don't you? A knife is used for cutting. Hold on. What do we have here? What is this man doing? Aha! He appears to be digging something from the ground. What is it? Oh, they are bulbs from under the ground. Wait, I know just what you are thinking. How can man eat a bulb which gives us light? The bulbs that man dug from the ground are actually a part of the stem under the roots of some plants. They can certainly be eaten. They are found in deserts even today. Now here you can see that man could now cut trees and creepers with the help of stone tools. Later, man made various implements for farming too. Don't you find all this amazing? Besides the new stone weapons, man used other materials too to make tools and weapons. Some of these new materials were animal bones, horns, and fish bones. You must be wondering what man used these materials for. From these new materials, he made tools like big needles, arrowheads, and fish hooks. This museum has so much to see. Where were all these tools found? How did we know about them? I have an answer to that too. These stone tools have been discovered all over the world. They have also been found in India. Here is a map that shows you where the tools were found in India. As making stone implements was man's first step towards progress, this period is called the Stone Age. I hope you enjoyed this wonderful journey